Sports infrastructure development, and specifically for this club. This KCCA Football Club is a 100% government-owned football club. I want to thank government for investing in developing or building Phillip Omondi Stadium, and specifically for the phase 2, which is beginning tomorrow, in my considered opinion. This is going to help us, first of all, make the club raise more revenue, because more fans will be able to come along here to watch the games, because like world over, most football clubs are run on the revenues which are generated by the club. And for this one, I want to say they are now going into the second phase and the second step of the development of the club. So for me, I'm grateful. As government, we have also earmarked this specific facility. Earmarked for Chan Championship, which is going to be hosted in Kampala here, Kenya and Tanzania in September this year. So I want to say we are happy that this second phase is coming in when we already have activities planned for coming in a few months during the course of the year. I thank you.
Yes, Minister, ahead of...
In Feb now, if you talk about Chan Championship in September, we are talking about almost less than 7 months for us to have that competition being Uganda here, Kenya and Tanzania. But for AFCON, we are talking about, according to the timelines we were given, we are left with the 22 months to make sure that we have the right infrastructure ready by 31st December 2025. So, and we are working towards that. One of the reasons why it delayed to be here in time was basically because we have been having meetings from morning, planning on how we should move this project forward of AFCON. But I want to say in a broader picture that government is committed in ensuring that we will continue to develop sports infrastructure. Like I earlier on said, that there are some almost about 7 facilities which we are going to upgrade in Kampala here for purposes of AFCON, and those facilities will be usable even after AFCON. And I call upon different clubs who do not have venue, or particularly hosting grounds or home grounds, to take advantage of those which we will work on for them as clubs to be using them for the football competition after what? After AFCON. They will sign MOUs with the respective hosts, which is, for instance, if I talk about Chambogo, talk about Makerere, talk about Officers Mess, talk about Wankulukuku, talk about Old Kampala. Those are some of the areas which we are going to upgrade for purpose of AFCON competition as training venues. But they will be usable for other purpose after AFCON. So for me, I am very happy as a Minister of Sports for the government investment here. This is what we need to do. And I call upon all other clubs which are owned by government. For instance, URA, I expect them now to think of having their home ground. Simba, I expect them also to begin planning to build their own ground. Because these are all clubs which are owned by what? By government. It's about putting them as priority in their respective budgets, and this will be planned for and budgeted for in the mainstream budget of their respective clubs as government clubs. And that is the initiative why I want to applaud the leadership of the current ED of KCC, and specifically the people who are managing the club here, for the work well done. I thank you.
Yes, Minister, last one from me. In your earlier speech,
That is our project for AFCON, and it was a request which was given to me when we visited this facility as a team which are already looking at the facilities for training. The management of the facility here of KCC told us they would only want 2 items from us, which for me is good in terms of government expenditure into this AFCON project. They need state-of-the-art carpet. Then number 2, they need floodlights. And of course, these floodlights are the ones which are recommended and accredited by FIFA. That's the one which we will have here for that. And I want to say that we are working towards that. When they will be here as per our time of AFCON, which is before 31st December 2025. I thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This phase basically is comprising completing the superstructure of the primary stand. And what is involved in that superstructure? We are going to put up columns. We are going to construct 2 slabs that are going to be part of the stands where players will be watching the stadium from. Then we're also going to construct the roof of the primary stand in this phase. In addition to that, we are going to undertake all the partition works. We are going to partition all the visitors' rooms. We are going to partition all the offices, all the boardrooms, all the toilets, all the shower rooms, all the dressing rooms. Any issue that requires partitioning is going to be done in this phase. In this same phase, we are also going to partition the residences of our players, because we are going to have a camping facility here. We are also going to have some rooms for the selected VIPs. We're also going to have rooms for the press, the press, and all this is going to be done in this phase. Now, in addition to that, we are going to have it plastered and to ensure that all the electromechanical works are undertaken in this phase. That is the plumbing and the electrical installations. Now, what are the benefits that players should expect? Amongst one of our objectives as a football club is to manage the business aspects of the club, and this is the major investment for the club that is going to attract additional revenue to the club. We are going to have a bigger number of seating capacity to our players, the hosts. Secondly, we shall have the ability to have the space rented out to people who want to get us more money. Thirdly, we are going to house our teams in a comfortable place, especially those who want to camp. Then we are going to have a saving also for all people who want to use the facility. There's a lot of more area to be rented out to our players. Basically, this is going to add on to our revenue base, and it's going to help us to improve our capacity to support our budget financially.
Finally,
like you've seen, Uganda has been hosting the NAM conference, and you know Chan is going to be hosted in Kampala, I think next year. So for us as a club, we are going to tap into that revenue. We want to make sure the stadium is ready so that we can have the fans enjoying. And we can also tap into the money also for the training clubs, We want to make sure the facility is available for people who want to train, and also to have fitness, because it's going to have a gym. We're going to have a gym, yeah.
Apart from that, is there any...
In addition to this, under the same arrangement, we want to provide covered stands for our secondary stands, temporary stands, so that there is no rain that can affect our spectators. We are also intending to make sure we improve on the carpet area by making it a little bit more tenable so that it can serve the purpose. We are also intending to make sure we improve on the safety of this place by adding additional facilities for firefighting and all that, so that we are ready to have, like you've heard from the minister, we are getting additional floodlights, a new carpet. We're going to widen the pitch area, like he has rightly stated, so that we can have it standardized. There's a lot that we're going to do. We're even going to work on the bus, as they have told you. Our plan is to purchase a new bus for the club, and also to make this old one available. We're going to refurbish it so that we can have it rented out to other users, so that it can generate revenue for the club.